Hey y'all, good morning. It is Saturday, and I'm sitting here this morning in the peace and quiet and stillness of the day, um, enjoying my first cup of coffee, which says, "You are so loved because you are." And I'm really just kind of doing a check in this morning to see how everyone is doing. If you are new to my channel, I am actually new to my channel too because this is probably my first time jumping on here and just coming to you and talking to you, which is something that I plan on doing more often. So, a little bit about me. Um, I'm a Michigan girl, but I'm living down in Tennessee now. I'm a program manager for a hospital. I am a Gen Xer. I'm an Aquarius. I'm single. I got a fur baby over here. This is Cookie, also known as Cookie Monster with Love. I like to sing. I like to dance. I didn't say I could sing. I said I like to sing. I like to dance, although I don't think I can dance, but I like to dance. Music is my happy place, and so is coffee. So anyways, that's just a little bit about me. My goal for creating a YouTube channel is to just kind of have conversations with people. You know, you hear all the time about the strong people and how nobody checks in on the strong people. We all have at least one person in our lives, whether it's a family member or a close friend. We all have that one person in our lives who is considered to be extremely strong. And I'm not talking physically strong, I'm talking more mentally and emotionally strong. They're the person that you can go to and pour your heart out and ask for advice, or just somebody you can go to who's going to listen. And a lot of times, what ends up happening is that person ends up absorbing a lot of the different conversations that they are having with people because they are viewed as being the strong person. I am the strong person in my circle. It's not a complaint. It's not a, oh my God, I hate being, it's nothing like that. I say all that to say one of my goals and one of my purposes of being on YouTube and creating a channel is to do check-ins specifically with our strong people, okay? Because nobody checks on us. Nobody says, hey girl, you good? You okay? Talk to me. You know, that doesn't happen to us as much as it happens to them bringing stuff to us. And again, it is not a complaint. It is not a negative thing. It is simply being honest, and it's simply me saying somebody needs to check on your strong people, your strong friends. And that's why I am here. So I am here to check on the strong people. How y'all doing out there? We are halfway through the month of January. How's everybody doing? Okay. People like to take the beginning of the year to push the reset button, and that's great. That's spectacular. How are you doing with pushing the reset button? What are you doing to take care of yourself, both mentally and physically? What you will come to realize about me, I am super big on self-care. And self-care looks different to different people. Self-care for me means setting solid boundaries and sticking to those boundaries. Self-care to me means not turning on the glass-eyed cousin, which is also known as a television to those of you who are not Gen X. Not turning on the glass-eyed cousin and sitting in your house where there's nothing going on and just enjoying the peace and the quietness of your home. Self-care to me means massages, dinner out with friends. And when I say friends, I'm usually talking about a friend, because I have come to realize that my tolerance for interacting in a quiet setting such as dinner with multiple people, while it's nice and I can do it, it requires me to be able to interact and juggle dealing with multiple personalities, all these different people, okay? And sometimes for me, that can be exhausting. So if I had my choice, I would prefer one-on-ones because I'm only dealing with you, okay? I like to journal. I like to do crossword puzzles. And thanks to a young lady that I follow here on YouTube, I am now listening to audiobooks. I am very excited about that because before college, I was an avid reader. I was an avid reader in high school. I always had my nose in a book. Went to college, them textbooks turned me out. I bought books after books after books because that's what I'd been doing all the years prior. And I couldn't get through the first chapter. So she recommended audiobooks. She went through a whole list of, I don't know, it might have been 40 books that she had read over the course of 2025. 3 or 4 of those books sounded really good and exciting. So I've got a library card. I've got apps that are linked to my library card. So now I can get books from there. And y'all, I have listened to 3 books already. And I'm not talking about books that were like probably like this thin with maybe 8 chapters. I'm talking about books that on audio were 12 to 15 hours. Okay. So I'm pretty excited about that. So anyways, those are some of the things that I do as part of my self-care. So again, if this is your first time being on my channel, seeing my channel, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you know when I'm posting more self-care conversations, self-care check-ins, and let me know what kind of things you like to do. What does your self-care look like? How is the beginning of the new year going for you? Have you set any goals? I typically don't set New Year's resolutions, goals, different things like that, for the simple fact that throughout the year, I am constantly reevaluating where I am and the people who are in my life and the different things that I'm doing. And I make adjustments throughout the whole year. So that come January 1, I'm not sitting here with some list of things that I'm going to try to accomplish. I try to be a good person all the time. When I write my journal usually once a week on Sundays, and I reevaluate myself. I evaluate the things that took place for the week, and I try to make adjustments at that time or in real time as much as possible. So I'm constantly working on myself. So with that being said, I don't feel the need to make New Year's resolutions, but I get it. I get it. If that's what you do. So yeah, let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know if you have any topics that you would like to discuss. I'm game for talking about anything, to be honest with you. For a while, I was on Facebook doing my little dating chronicles. This was a couple years ago. And that was very interesting, being single and getting out into the world of dating after divorce, and the stories I could tell. And maybe one day I will share them with you guys if you would like to hear some of those stories. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this up because I can be a chatty Cathy at times. So again, thank you for visiting my channel. Don't forget to like, to share, to comment, and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any more of Kimberly's conversations, okay? You guys have a wonderful weekend. Bye.